Build your ultimate fantasy team using stars of today and legends of the past. Let's get started building your ultimate fantasy team. Let's get started building your ultimate fantasy team.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today, we've got an exciting matchup on tap. It's the Redskins coming in at 3-3, going up against the Cowboys, who come in at 3-3. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now it's Chris Thompson on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of Michigan State, the former Spartan. It's Kirk Cousins.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. The first carry down for Rob Kelly. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Second down, 8. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Josh Doxson's got it, complete. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They'll hand it off to Kelly. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
I think most people locked in on Byron Jones when he came out of UConn at the NFL Combine, where he darn near jumped out of the stadium because of his vertical leap. But there's so much more to his game than that. Played cornerback and safety in college, and they can use that same ability to move him around in the NFL in order to create great matchups on defense for Dallas.
They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly. Broken tackle for Kelly. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Paul. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Again, this is Kelly, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to. Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. Yeah, he's got it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Kelly to try to punch it in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Rob Kelly, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And Rob Kelly finished it all off with a touchdown run. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Dallas Cowboys sitting at 500 after their blowout win against San Francisco last week in Week 7. Dak Prescott finishing 16 for 25. 3 touchdowns in that victory.
We talked about this at the beginning of the season, the potential evolution of Dak Prescott as the starting quarterback. Last year, much more of that so-called game manager, playing off of the running game from Ezekiel Elliott. But I thought he'd make a jump this year to where he could actually lead the team, put it on his shoulders, and I think that's been proven correct. Great stats this game against San Francisco, a game they needed to go ahead and jump on their opponent. That's exactly what they did, led by number 4, Dak Prescott.
And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. There are Witten's numbers from last week's game. 4 catches, 54 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
And before they can get settled in here, time expires on the first quarter of action. And they've got it here with a first down. The give is to Elliott. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7 in their game against San Fran last week. Ezekiel Elliott up over 100 yards, 147, actually led all runners in the NFL on Sunday.
His 2nd consecutive 100-yard game, and if he's going to continue to stack games like that together, Dallas is going to be tough to deal with because when he sets the tone, he sets the tempo running it, everything else plays off of it very well. Hey, Des Bryant had a big game out wide catching the ball. No small part because of Ezekiel Elliott setting it up in the run game.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And now running right through him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll get 3 up to midfield.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Prescott now from the 50. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Prescott to throw it. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. A give to Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
A nice performance last week. Recognized as NFC Player of the Week after going over 100 yards rushing. I just love the vision. I love the wiggle he has, but I also love the power when he ends his runs.
That's what impressed me. Yes, there was some elusiveness last week. A couple times he just ran over guys. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. Now Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Reminder, a couple of good games still to come later tonight. It's the Steelers on the road in Detroit taking on the Lions. Then Monday night, the costumes will be in full force in Kansas City, I'm sure, as on the day before Halloween, we'll see the Chiefs play host to their AFC West rivals, the Broncos.
And wasn't it just a couple years ago, those two played a night game that was won by the Broncos on a fumble return with like 20 seconds to go?
Absolutely, that was a thriller. And the drive starts with Rob Kelly. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Two minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. We're just away from sending you to Orlando for Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report, so don't forget about that coming up shortly.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a halftime without him, and we thank him for doing the highlights. Let's go get a snack.
Cousins now on second down. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here. It's
a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. Again, it's Elliott. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll run it with Elliott. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. 10th carry now for Elliott. And now running right through it. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. This is Elliott. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
They'll run with Elliott. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Prescott on 3rd and goal. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Bailey able to knock it through. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
All right, Brandon, back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get you caught up on all the highlights from the first half.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. Here's Prescott. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was third and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on fourth down. Running with Elliott. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys.
I think it's easy to say mission accomplished on that drive. The goal was to increase the lead. They did exactly that.
Here's Bailey now for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Bailey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A gain of 6 there on first.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Cousins now. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Reed. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Cousins to his big target. Reed and the Redskins have a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll go again with Kelly. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Calling an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down, they hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
They'll try and run for it with Kelly. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. A first down throw for Prescott. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Prescott now on 2nd down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this round.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Cousins to throw it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Doxson with a grab over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
1st down. Here's Cousins. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
2nd down, Cousins. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd down, that's Thompson. And he'll be well short of a 1st down as he's stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. First down, Prescott. Out left side here to Bryant. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And quickly they get to the line. Elliott. And he'll take this one down near the 15. A gain of 3, second down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're tight to your defensive teammates is, first,
he's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Matt Ioannidis in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Elliott. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Throwing here, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dez Bryant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And some room to maneuver. And he brings this one all the way back. So definitely good for the individual stats. Maybe not for our storyline, but he's in for the late score. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Cowboys are able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Well, Prescott here to throw. Looking downfield for Dez. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dez Bryant with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. 1 play, a long touchdown pass into the end zone. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. To throw, Cousins. And Reed with it over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 1st and 10, Cousins. It fights him off. Oh, now he bowls him over. Over the middle, complete. That's Reed. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Again, it's Cousins. And this is caught in the end zone. It's Dotson for the Redskins touchdown. Josh Doctson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So that drive, 4 plays, and the result, a touchdown for Washington. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
They've gone to the fourth up in Seattle. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Looking to throw. Prescott. Russell Wilson. 2 touchdown passes in the W. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Prescott. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Fresh set of downs here. Now Prescott. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Second down and just one. Prescott to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And it's third and short.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
The Cowboys on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Extra point try by Bailey. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Cousins now to throw on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at.
Choose to continue your season and play more games with your team. Customize your season experience before jumping into your next game.